Going to be like my yearly haul. This is what I got for the entire year 2024. Starting off, the Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 21, Return of the Sinister Six. This is the first appearance of the Sinister Six since back in Volume 1 in 1963. Is that Spider-Man, was it? Not sure. Not that big into Spider-Man. Do like him though. I got this for €20. Now watch out, it's an Epic Collection. €20 is a great price, but the reason is because yellow pages. But I don't think the fella checked. Because inside, they're not even like yellow. Not even that I can notice. I can't notice the yellow. And good Bagley artwork, so happy to get this for €20. It is great price if I'm going to be honest. So put this off to the ground. Next is the Amazing Spider-Man The Goblin Lives trade paperback Epic Collection Volume 4. So this is like, I have Volume 21, 25, and Venom Volume 1, so I was like, that's all late era Spider-Man. I really would like some Stan Lee stuff. So I got Volume 4 with my granddad for 20 as well, because it's a quad printing, aka paper quality is bad and it's a thinner book. So yeah, got this. Can't wait to read it, to be honest. It has, I was watching this guy who does like the chronology of Spider-Man, and it has Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 2. Not Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, but Spectacular Spider-Man, the 2-issue mini-series, like short series. And it's supposed to be like the best Green Goblin storyline. So I can't wait to read that. But off down into the pile there. Okay, next is kind of something that everyone's expecting, is my epic collections of X-Men. So I do have Volume 7, but later on you will see that I only read 2 issues out of this book. So I can really only talk with the first 2 issues, which are really goddamn good. They're like the introduction to Dazzler and Kitty Pryde in both of them, and basically kind of like the blue and gold teams out of Jim Lee's kind of run, where like there's 2 teams, they split up into X-Men for the 2 issues, which I really thought was really interesting, and I really thought that it was a nice idea, and I'm happy they returned to it later on. Next up is X-Men Epic Collection Proteus. This is out of print by a long time. This is Chris Claremont and John Byrne on the book. This is their like second half of their entire run. And while I do like this book, being it out of print and me finding it makes me love it. Because god damn, I found this for €45. You think that's average prices. Bro, go on eBay. It's like $500 for this book. Even if you find it of them selling it, it's incredible. It's on the thinner side, but it doesn't mean it's quad printing. Good paper. And it has the Alpha Flight return. It has some stories with Arcade. It has the run in the Savage Land. They go to, why did my voice, I'm so sorry about that, my voice goes to the Savage Land. They go to Japan and they fight Magneto. I'm not going to spoil what happens in this book since it's amazing, gotta be honest. Now this might be my favourite of them, and it's X-Men Epic Collection Volume 5 Second Genesis, my first ever X-Men book. This book is fantastic. I love it. I hope everyone reads this book. It's absolutely fantastic. Though some of Dave Cockrum's art isn't for me, the way he like uses them heavy shadows near the beginning, like stuff like that doesn't really appeal to me. I don't know. It's just like the way I think. It's not clear to me. It's all dirty. But the stories are better. Like this doesn't suit me. It just isn't me, right? But when later on, when John Byrne takes over the book, I think it's much more enjoyable to read. And it has probably my favorite saga, which is the Phoenix Saga. I love the Dark Phoenix Saga, but the Phoenix Saga issues 100, I'd say it starts at 100 and goes up to 108 with the Starjammers crossover. It is really good. And then it has some Iron Fist in there, and then it has some Marvel team up issues with Spider-Man, which is this story. I really like this one where it's like the Hindu gods. I know it's decently long. It's like an annual. It's an annual, I think. But yeah, would recommend getting this out of any of the X-Men books I show you. Get this one. And maybe one other, but I haven't read it, so I can't get an opinion on it. This is the book that I'm currently reading. It's X-Men Epic Collection Volume 4. It's Always Darkest Before the Dawn. Now, I'm not into Silver Age X-Men now. I got this book for 25 and was like, if I get it and I don't like it, I won't get the omnibuses. I'm my LCS. And I didn't like it, so I'm not going to get it. It's Silver Age stories, and I just realized I'm not that into Silver Age, you know? Even though technically Chris Claremont started in Silver Age, I think he elevated the story and the way it's written. This just isn't for me. Maybe it's just this thing, but maybe I'll get the Uncanny X-Men the X-Men Omnibus Volume 1 and read that. If I don't like it, it's just not for me, and maybe I'll just move on. But from now, it's either I get the Epic Collection Volume 1 or the Omnibus. Depends how I'm feeling after I read this, though I have enjoyed some stories in this, including most issues with the Beast. He can get dragged out with his human side, and that miniseries I can talk about, it's alright. I am near the end of it, and I've found it boring at parts and amazing at others. It really depends how I'm feeling, to be honest. Though that just might be me and the way I'm reading it, not enjoying it as much. Now, I did find out that the DC Finest is a line that I really like. So I started off with Batman, but I got this for close to Christmas. I haven't read it yet, though I do have the trade paperback of Zero Hour. I wanted to give it one last go, all the crossovers, especially since now I'm a Green Lantern fan. So, can't wait to read all of this with the Green Lantern issues in it. And, oh my god, that looks gorgeous. Oh, that looks sick. I did not see that before. But yeah, I can't wait to pick up part 2, and I can't wait to read this. But yeah. Right, put this down. I can't talk about the books I haven't read, sorry about that. This is a book that I'm excited to read. Green Lantern Kyle Rayner Compendium. And on the side, it does say, Compendium. DC, what are you doing? They haven't even reprinted it. No, they haven't gave it a reprint with Compendium, so I don't know if they ever will, or if they make a sequel to this. Hopefully DC Finest make a collection of this again, so then they can do a part 2, or maybe they just realize, I've made a compendium, the next DC Finest of Green Lantern that'll be Kyle Rayner related will be after the compendium, which is, I think, issues like 67 and onwards, maybe 67 to like 96. That'd be like a good, solid run of Green Lantern. The binding is good for a compendium. It's not that big of a compendium. It's size like 2 trade paperbacks of the stories. But yeah, can't wait to read this. As well, it does have Emerald Twilight. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. I did not know that would make that big of a slam. Oh my god, I'm sorry about that. Does this have... I'm trying to find the cover. If you know, you know. The cover. The cover. I think I see it in the book. Hold up. Wait. Wait, what, bro? Oh, wait, that's number 3. Hold on, no, it's number 2 that I'm looking for. Just put them. Hold up. Yeah, here. That cover. Legendary. I wanted to find that on my LCS and buy it, but instead I picked up Showcase 22, the first appearance of Hal Jordan's Green Lantern, because I couldn't find that cover of Emerald Twilight. Speaking of Silver Age Green Lantern, I picked up this instead of the Omnibus. I was like, I'm going to go all in on the DC Finest line. I'm going to pick up JLA and The Flash after, but I just wanted to go all in on this line, and this seemed like a good way to get into it. Can't wait to read this. I'm going to read this after my X-Men binge. Well, I might read the Spider-Man epics just as a little palate cleanser to more Silver Age. So, yeah, can't wait to read this though. It looks... I know some people say they don't like Green Lantern Silver Age. I think that I'm going into this expecting to enjoy it. I think I'm going to go out of it expecting to enjoy it as well. Looking forward to read the Kyle Rayner Compendium. Now, this is an out-of-print book. Batman Legacy. This goes next to Batman Contagion, but Legacy Volume 2 is out of print, so I'm just getting this and then straight to No Man's Land. Or Road to No Man's Land. But yeah, this book, haven't read it yet. After, finish up some other stories, but yeah, can't wait to read this. As well, this makes me look forward to reading the Nightwing Compendium. For some reason, it just, when I see Nightwing in this book, it gives me off that vibe as, I can't wait to read his Chuck Dixon run. Isn't that his name? Oh my god, if I messed up his name, that would actually be, you could flame me in the comments for that. This is the first ever DC Finest I picked up, and it's the Batman one, and to be honest, I can't wait to read this. This is going to start off my Batman binge. I have more books to read now, so I can just binge all of Batman. Coming from that Nightfall, Volume 2, as well, the sequel to this one is going to be Batman the Killing Joke, which is 413 to 422. Batman Killing Joke, Batman Son of the Demon one shot, not Tales of the Demon, but Son of the Demon one shot, and Batman the Killing Joke one shot, and Detective Comics 587 to 59. I could be completely wrong here. Let's check the contents of this. Should be just after. There's the price, 45. It basically be 580 to 592. I think, but I'm not too sure. Okay. Next two books are also Batman books. Batman and Death in the Family. Wait, spoiler. Damn, I messed up. But this is Batman 440 to 444. And then The Lonely Place of Dying trade is also in this. But yeah, I can't wait to read this. This is good Silver Age Jim Aparo artwork. This is probably entering the Bronze Age, if I'm going to be honest. It's like Bronze Age Batman. But yeah, it's a small trade paperback, but looks like everyone loves this story. And to be honest, I might upgrade to the deluxe edition, but you know, I wanna get more Batman books instead of just rebuying the same ones. Wait, hold on. Damn, a little sticker dragged onto this last one. Batman Arkham Asylum. I just found out this is actually Batman. I thought this was a fella in Arkham Asylum next to a light bulb. Don't ask me why. I've read this before, but if you see his horns here, and in the end, there's like a little thing, and it shows you that I was Batman as well. I'm so happy they put the script in here because I can this would help me out read the story because I've read this before and I was so confused. So can't wait to actually reread this, give it a reread, and read the script so I can figure out what the hell is going on in this book. This is written by Grant Morrison, so if this is anything like his run, I cannot wait since like all the books are €45, all the omnis. So I can't wait to read those. Alright, on to the... What would I do next? You know what? I'll do my deluxe edition hard... Actually, no. I'll do this. This is a book that I'm currently reading. Sorry for leaving the phone down, but yeah. It's The Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 2. And right now I'm enjoying it. I'm like issue 138, 139. Yeah, loving it so far. It seems pretty good. And cannot wait to read this. The one I'm more excited though, also by the way, the Dark Phoenix Saga in this. Oh my god, it's peak. Hold up, let me put this down now. Oh. The next book, as you might have guessed it, is Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 3. I was going to say something in Spanish and I was like, how do I say 3 again? Yep, bro, I am defo passing Spanish. Damn. But yeah, this has the Wolverine miniseries, so I can't wait to read that as well. Look at the eye on that book. Beautiful eye. Hold up, let me open it to its midpoint. Look at the eye on this book. Beautiful eye. Didn't even have to make an eye. It just made it itself. Just love that. Okay. Next up is my deluxe editions that I got this year. And I didn't get a lot, but I got a decent amount. So starting up is Batman the Cult Deluxe Edition. And this is the new edition that just came out. And I'm not even going to look through this since I cannot wait to read this. I'm going to read this possibly after my Green Lantern stuff. So after that is onto my Batman run. So I can't wait to read that. Alright, next up is The Death of Superman 30th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. Picked this up in my LCS. This is my third time going I picked this up. I did not know that there was a fold out here, and honestly, when I peak, I'm not going to go into The Death of Superman right here. I want to talk about this little mini-series they put in the deluxe edition. This is why I didn't get the omnibus. I got this instead because of this mini-series. To be honest, it did get a bit slow, but the last 2 issues were picking up in pace. And I liked how the journalist is like an insert character for people who didn't like The Death of Superman, and then he kind of turns around near the end when he realizes that maybe Superman isn't all that bad. We have some extras in here. Yep. Good book. To be honest, this might be definitely top 10 books I read this year, because this blew me away when I read it, if I'm going to be real. Next up is do it. It's this book, Batman by Jeff Loebens himself. Now, this book is going to be very important to me since one of my first Batman books was Batman: The Long Halloween and Batman: Dark Victory and Batman Year One. This is Batman: The Haunted Night, Batman: Haunted Night, Long Halloween, Dark Victory, and Catwoman: Women in Rome. Can't wait to read Catwoman: Women in Rome. Haunted Night, I'm a bit hesitant to see if I'll like it, but you know what? It is what it is. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I do, that's great. I like it. But I can't wait to read The Dark Victory in oversized edition. So let me pick up. Wait, there's a book on my bookshelf. I'm gonna add there. It's this. So these books are the same book that I decided to rebuy since I loved it so much. Batman Nightfall and Batman Nightfall Omnibus Volume 1. Since Volume 2 is getting reprinted, I got this earlier in September. Got this in March. And oh my god, this book is so good. Let me go into the oversized edition. This book is actually amazing. I love it. I love this event. This event, after I read No Man's Land, I don't know if it'll surpass the first part of this. It is honestly amazing. I read this in 2 days. Peak. It's honestly peak. Read it, please. Alright, let's... This is going to be a pain putting all this back on the shelf. I'm just giving myself problems at this point, But I do it for you guys. This down there. Alright. Before I go into my series of stuff, let's just see. I got Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, Omnibus Volume 1. This book seems... I got it just off of my reading order of Green Lantern that I can't wait to actually read to get to this. But this looks pretty good. This is my first era. This is my first comic of modern era DC. Before that, it's really all 70s and 80s stuff and 90s stuff. Never gotten a modern era DC book until this. And I can't wait to read it because it looks peak. Green Lantern might be better than Batman. I don't know. But the art in here looks amazing. It has the Sinestro Corps War. And I'm also getting Green... Spoiler. My next haul will contain Daredevil by Frank Miller, Omnibus Volume 1. Green Lantern Corps by Patrick Gleason and Peter Tomasi, Omnibus Volume 1. And 2 trade paperbacks, which is DC Finest Flash and DC Finest DC Finest JLA. Now this is 3 massive Batman omnibuses, and it's not Grant Morrison's. It's the No Man's Land saga. Oh my god, I've been waiting so long to read this, and it's finally here. These books are amazing. I'm not trying to crack this by opening it in this, so you know what? Can't wait to read this. And I guess you can kind of guess what my next book here is. It's Volume 1. Let me fix, there's something wrong with it, sorry. Volume 1. This genuinely might be my favourite because I know that I read parts of this volume, and unless Road to No Man's Land was my favourite, this is going to be. But here's Volume 2. Here's Volume 2. But I did say this is less consistent. I got told it's less consistent and to not going in expecting the greatness of Omnibus Volume 1 and Road to No Man's Land. Just go into it expecting a fun ride. Fun 90s, early 2000s ride. So yeah, I do need to pick up Batman, Bruce Wayne Fugitive Return Murder. But anyone wants to collect Batman, you have to go from here to the Bruce Wayne Murderer or your Eagle Moss collections, which are expensive, or get the omnibus, because the new Gotham trade paperbacks, by Brubaker trade paperbacks, False Faces and Officer Down, those are all €50 each for 100 pages, so just don't get them, to be honest. Just get the omnibus, and then after that, I think it's Infinite Crisis, or, Death in the Maidens, then Under the Red Hood, Infinite Crisis, and maybe Broken City, and then also get DC 1 Million, because I got told in that near mint condition reading order. I've been basing my collection on the near mint condition reading order, and I want to spruce up some new books that he didn't mention, that I think just fit better. So I have some other books that will fit into that collection. But yeah, here is the books. And look how many books I got. And this is my collection before this year. This was my collection. The Watchmen. And some stuff off birthdays. Got this at Comic-Con. This for last Christmas. And these are my collection. And these for my birthday. I got this in like when I was 7. I got these when I was 8 and I lived in a different part of place. And then I got this out of like a toy shop, not a comic shop. Then I got this for my 10th birthday. So that was my collection. And then I think I've doubled it. Because you see these two shelves? See this shelf and this shelf? They're filled because of these books. So I literally maybe quadrupled my collection. Why did I say that's a word? Anyways, thanks for all the people who have subscribed. That's like 6 people. And the people that view every video. And that people who comment. Please comment. I need viewership, guys. Come on, man. Why can't I be a millionaire, bro? Tough shit. Anyways, everyone, support the videos, and comics are very cool. Get them for cheap. Don't spend your entire life savings like me. I have no future. This is why I do. See you, dudes.